Hey guys, it's Chloe. Welcome back or welcome to my channel. Now today's video is really exciting because we have yet again another mod for my Tacoma, and specifically that mod is a Molle panel from a company called OG Fabrications. Now this Molle panel is going to mount to the rear bedside of my truck, and having a Molle panel is really cool and useful because as you can see, you can mount a lot of different things to it. I specifically like this mod because it makes use of the rear bedside space, which I guess normally doesn't get used. So today I'm going to show you guys this product in more detail, show you guys how easy it is to install it, and we're gonna mount a couple things to the Molle panel itself. If you guys are new here, thank you so much for checking out this video. I do a lot of mods on my Tacoma as well as off-road videos, so feel free to subscribe if you want. Now let's take a closer look at this Molle panel. Now this Molle panel is made out of a 1/4-inch starboard, which I was surprised about at first because most that I've seen are made out of steel and powder coated, and you think that steel holds up better, but starboard is actually used on yachts due to its strength and excellent resistance to the environment. This panel is really flexible, but at the same time it won't expand, crack, rust, and pretty much be able to weather through a lot of different environments. So I've actually been running this Molle panel here in my truck for a couple of weeks now, and I took it off for you guys just so I can make a video and show you guys how to install it. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you might have seen it when I posted about it on my story, but I decided not to initially make a video about it right when I first got it because I did want to test it out before I made a review on it. I like to do this for a lot of different products just so I can give you guys a more full and comprehensive review. But anyways, this Molle panel was sent to me by OG Fabrications, and I want to give a shout out to OG Fabrications because they are a 1-man and 3-dog operation, and they do all sorts of custom panels and really cool custom mounting solutions for your Tacoma. This company has Molle panels for pretty much anywhere in your Tacoma that you can think of, and he even does custom stuff upon request. So I'm going to have all their information linked down below, including a link to this specific product if you want to get it. Just from running it for a couple of weeks, I absolutely love it. It's really come in handy on an off-road trip, and at work I've actually gotten a couple of compliments on its appearance. So now let me show you guys how to install it. Now this install is going to be pretty straightforward and easy. The only tool that you're going to need is a T30 bit, and the only other thing that you need to make sure you have before you get this is a bed rail. As you can see, there is an indentation over here, and that is because that's where the bed rail is going to sit. So the first thing I'm going to do on these bed rails is pop off these little plastic caps, and all you have to do is pull outwards. Also, if you're curious on what these brackets are for, these are brackets to mount my tonneau cover. Now, I don't mount my tonneau cover 100% of the time I'm driving my truck, but I do like keeping the brackets on just so it's easy to put on and take off the tonneau cover. Also, if you want to know what tonneau cover I have a whole video about it, which I'll also link down below. Next, there are 4 screws you're going to have to remove. There's one right here, there are 2 in the middle, and then another one on the end. Now once all 4 of those bolts are off, the bed rail should easily remove. Now as you can see, my bed rail is really dusty at the top here from a couple trips to the desert, so I'm going to take a rag and quickly wipe that down because I do like to clean components as I'm installing things. Just because I'm here, I might as well. Now the next step is pretty self-explanatory. Basically, you're just going to make sure your Molle panel is oriented this way because, like I said, you want the rail to fit over this little groove here. Now this Molle panel is 44 inches, and it's not the length of the entire bed rail because this tie down point is in the way. So basically 3 out of 4 of the bolts that bolt the rail on are going to secure this panel in place. So now just line up the holes on the panel with the OEM holes, and once you can see that everything is lined up, you're gonna place the bed rail back on and basically just bolt the bed rail back in place. Now when you're putting this bed rail back into place, you don't actually want to tighten down the bolt super tight yet. Then the Molle panel is going to sit super flat, and then you're not going to be able to actually mount anything around it. So I'm not going to tighten them down all the way until I've mounted everything I wanted to, then we'll tighten it down. So now our Molle panel is in place, but not everything is tightened down so that it is flexible and we can mount some things behind here. Now, there are endless things that you can mount to this, but let me show you guys what I have. Now, the first thing I have to mount to this Molle panel is this Molle bag or Molle pouch. If you're in the military, I'm sure you're well aware of these Molle bags. Pretty much they're called that because on the back, as you can see, there's a couple of straps that you can basically use to mount this bag or pouch to. Now on the outside of it, there's Velcro, so as you can see on the outside I've mounted a couple of patches. All of these patches here are from Hawaii Off-Road Yodas, and they have so many more really cool, fun patches. And I also have a discount code if you guys want to get any of their patches, but these are some of my favorites. This is their logo, super bright, vibrant, I love it. This patch right here is made out of a really rubberized material, but I really like it. I think it was a Christmas theme patch, but my favorite patch ever from them is this Pizza Planet patch. Now, if you recognize the Pizza Planet truck, you must have had a really good childhood because this is a Toyota truck that was featured in Toy Story, and I think more so it was based off of a Hilux, but it's still in the Toyota family, so still Tacoma related in my opinion. And this is just one of my favorite vehicles ever in pop culture, and that's one of my favorite movies too. Now, the last little thing in the corner here is a little pin, and this is actually a pin from Pro Eagle. Pro Eagle makes off-road jacks, and I have their 1.5 ton one. I have a whole video about it. I absolutely love it, and I thought this pin was really cool because the lever on the jack actually moves. If you're wondering what I carry in here, first off, I have this Desert Tan face shield. It also covers your neck, and basically it's for dust when you're going off-road. I guess I don't really need this in my Tacoma, but it does come in handy when we ride razors and stuff, and I just like to have it in this little bag. I also have a little hatchet that my dad gave me for Christmas. If we need to chop wood for camping or something, this is really nice. Haven't gotten to use this yet, but I like it because it comes with paracord too. So that's all I'm keeping for now in this Molle pouch. Obviously, you can store a lot more things. This specific one has lots of different pockets, and there's all sorts of different sizes and styles of Molle bags you can get. But basically, to mount them, all you do is undo the straps, and I'm gonna pull the panel out a little bit, stick the straps through, and then they're just going to snap onto the bag. Now the last thing I'm gonna mount is a fire extinguisher. Now, this is my first fire extinguisher for the truck. I know I should have had one. If you park in brush or anything really dry, and in general, California is a really dry state, at least Southern California is, fires can unfortunately start really easily, so having protective equipment is really important. So the way I'm gonna mount this on right now is temporary, and probably not ideal because you do want fire extinguishers to be quick release, but I don't have mounts for that right now, so I'm gonna be using 2 hose clamps. So I'm gonna repeat the exact same process I did with the Molle bag. Now that these hose clamps are kind of in place, I'm going to place my fire extinguisher in. Now here is the mounted fire extinguisher. Again, this is not an efficient or good way in my opinion of mounting this, but I just wanted to demonstrate things that you could put on the Molle panel. Ideally, you do want to have something quick release in the event of an actual fire, but nonetheless, this is what a fire extinguisher looks like mounted on. The last thing we're going to do is just tighten down all the bolts. And then also put these little plastic pieces back in place. This mod is really easy, and I know I didn't mount too many things to it, but I'll slowly add more stuff and keep you guys updated. Make sure to hit up OG Fabrication for panels or any other custom work of this nature. I honestly can't find fault to the quality of this product, and I love the way it looks on my truck. Thank you for checking out today's mod video. I have many more coming as I continue my Tacoma build. Feel free to subscribe if you guys want to keep up, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys!